We were muted. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, welcome to HotA. I'm Sean Steele, DM Steel X. So we're gonna do introductions for everybody, and then we'll do a quick recap for the episode. Brian?
Oh, right. Hello, my name is Brian. I am one of the developers. I am responsible for the Bane lore, the dwarves of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Okay. And Caleb?
My name is Kayla. I was the dev responsible for developing a lot of the divinity and goddess information in the world. And I will be returning as the NPC, kind of interacting with the group known as Lylesh Drandalin, a gnomish woman that they are helping, maybe.
Hard maybe.
Helping maybe.
Or maybe killing.
Okay, at this point.
Maybe both.
Hope you don't like your character.
I'm not attached at all.
Okay. All right, then let's go to the 4 players.
I guess I'll start.
Sure.
All right. I'm Dylan. I'll be playing Kurtz Glaskin. Yeah, Sean, do you want us to say anything else, or just kind of introduce that way from now on?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
It's your intro. Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. Thank you.
I am Ryan, and I will be playing Strongbraid Broken Paw, the half Tabaxi, half Dwarven Paladin of Redemption.
Okay.
My name is AJ. I will be playing Rin Enoran, a elf wizard.
And I'm Kyle, everyone's favorite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan.
So do you want me to do the little recap I wrote out, and if anybody has anything to fill in the gaps that I missed?
You do the recap.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll do the recap.
That out. Drop
So-
the boost.
We opened last week in Lylash's home, preparing to attempt to heal her husband Drandalin using the Golden Fleece we recovered from some old caves back near Candoria. We draped the fleece around Drandalin, and nothing seemed to happen. We tried adjusting it and wrapping it around him, as well as pushing our healing magics through the fleece into Drandalin's sickly body. Nothing seemed to be working, and Drandalin, although seemingly slightly more restful, was not healed. Then that we learned that there was perhaps more than one piece to this puzzle. An old story about the tears of the goddesses, some water that comes from some falls near the Temple of Alundra, nearby the city that we're currently in. More and more, Lylash's story started to becoming seemingly a little more far-fetched, but Devish said that there may be some truth to the water of the falls having magical property, and that the Shroud may be interested in some of this water as well. Mayor of Brandeleck, Kane, an elf with dark red feathered cloak, showed up at Lylash's home. He came to hassle Lylesh about a job she and her accomplice were doing for him, and he was forceful and threatening to her and her husband's lives. We learned that Lylesh was involved with a group attempting to acquire dark artifacts, and she had been helping them track these artifacts down in exchange for help in curing her husband. The goods that Kane had been waiting for were taken by thieves, and Kane had made it clear that Lylesh and Bavora needed to produce the goods or face the consequences. Lylesh and the town of Brandeleck have quickly become both of them have become quickly much more than they originally seemed. So, will we go after the tears and heal Drandalin? Will we recover the stolen goods in exchange for Lylesh and her husband's lives? Will we uncover the dark plots boiling beneath the streets of Brandeleck? Find out now on this week's edition of HotA.
Nice.
Well, you just took over job of doing that every week, bud. So that sounded really good. Good job.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ryan.
So, everyone is now caught up officially with a glorious monologue.
I've been doing that. I've been doing that like every game, just so I'm like get myself in the game, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah,
Works for me.
We can start doing that every episode. All right,
Yeah.
so you guys are gathered at Lylash's house, and we left off not knowing where you guys wanted to go, so I'll throw you guys back in the spotlight. What do you want to do?
Well, it seems like we have two main options. I think we can all agree that perhaps the mayor is a little out of our league at this point, and also not the most pressing matter. So we can either go get the tiers, which, in my opinion, is a fool's errand, or we can deal with these bandits and at least secure some time to continue thinking about what our next move should be.
Well, maybe this makes me a fool then, but we came here to Brandeleck for a reason, and that was to help Lylesh with their troubles. If all we need to do is go get the tears and do one more step in this journey to have a resolution with her and make our way back to Candoria, then I think we should do that. And when we return from the falls, that's where we go. If there's anything we can do to help her and her husband here in Brandeleck and cure the problems that ail the rest of the people of this town, perhaps we can deal with that then.
I think we discussed earlier that the location of these falls, and not really too sure the exact roundabouts of these bandits, but a general know-how of where around they might be. Didn't we also discuss that perhaps we could try to get two birds with one stone with perhaps just going to the tiers to show that this is, again, nothing, but at least that way we tried, and then we could still try to hit up and find these bandits and at least get part of this skirmish here that Kane has put upon Lylash's head to get these supplies back. I mean, maybe, 1 out of 2 ain't bad in that case.
Right.
It seems more like the appropriate point. I'm sure that her husband has less time, and probably haste to the tears would be the better option. I'm sure Lylesh agrees.
You're muted.
She is speechless.
Just completely at all shock of words. Just...
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't muted. That was weird. Okay. Absolutely. He's doing much worse this morning already. I can tell, even within just a day. I don't think he has much time.
Is it the morning?
It is now.
After a day.
Okay.
Let's say it's a dev.
Alright.
It is early morning.
Sorry, guys.
Any long rest then?
You do begin to hear the birds outside starting to chirp as the sun just barely crests over the horizon. Yes.
So we did long rest then.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're a dev. You can do whatever you want, whatever day you want.
Oh,
It's that day.
Well, as long as you guys took last week to decide what to do, it probably took the whole night. Yeah.
That's a fair point. All right.
All right.
Does anyone know exactly the direction? I know Lylesh says you kind of have a general idea of which way to go for these falls. Then, yeah.
Take you there. Yeah.
Do we need any sort of roundabout supplies or anything? Is this a far travel? Is this a couple days time, or is it right around the bend, left at Albuquerque kind of thing?
Not sure where Albuquerque is, but we should be able to make it there and back. If we leave now, pretty early in the morning, we should be able to make it back by nightfall.
Half a day.
All right.
Well,
Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
As you all exit her house, you do notice that in these very early hours of the morning, everything on the ground is covered in a layer of dew, but the dew isn't like how you normally see dew. The little parts of water are actually like marble size, and it's collected all around the ground, and you can hear the birds chirping, and the air feels very humid this morning.
our marble size dew, is that normal?
Like if you go to touch it, it'll it'll like still splash out. It's not.
You said the trees in Brandeleck were like very large and thick, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah, the ones in the center of the town are actually part of the houses. All the buildings are built into the trees as the main structure.
Well, that's weird. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass later.
I imagine Brandeleck looks like World 4 of Super Mario Brothers 3.
It's exactly the same. Same graphics and everything in real life.
Yeah.
Rin is going to just take a little time to quickly look in a mirror nearby if there is one. He's going to test a few colors on his robe and go, green, no, red, gray, green. Let's go with green. Here you go.
What
He
shade of green?
presentations himself green, so he has a green robe for today.
Today does feel like a green day. I concur. All right, so take it away, Lylesh. Lead
Okay.
them on.
So, before we leave, I would want to turn to Gregora and just be like, if anything happens to him while I'm gone, it's on you.
Oh, am
No.
I staying here? I thought I was going.
Yes. No. You are staying here. I don't think you should come with us. I need someone to watch the shop. I need someone to watch my husband. There's a lot here that needs taken care of, and unfortunately, you're the only person I know left in town.
I did happen to go to the satchel last night, and there is something missing. But I can fill you in about that later. I probably just misplaced it.
I'm sorry.
Probably.
What?
What was it that was missing?
It was our ledger for the shop. I must have moved it around or something, but I can't find it anywhere.
Okay, I'll help you look for it whenever we get back. It's not that important right now.
I'm sure I'll find it while you're gone. Don't worry, I will take utmost care of your husband and the shop. You have nothing to worry about.
If anything starts to happen, find Marcus, bring him back here. He should be able to help you, but I know he has other duties to attend to. He can't stand around here all day.
And he will enter into the building and go back upstairs and attend to Brandeleck.
Well, I suppose we better press on.
Was I with the group this entire time, or was I upstairs with Trent?
Well, we were out in the town. I believe you were back at the house with Drandalin, but you did interact with us a bit. Yeah.
And you have the fleece rolled up in your bag now.
Okay.
I put it back on your icon.
Strong
Dylan, were
grade.
you lost on something?
No, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure the ledger missing from the girl who sells dark magical artifacts going missing is...
Forget about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Well, well, when we go outside, I'll just go out and dunk my head in the Greenborn River, fill my water skin in it, and make sure all my stuff's kind of neatly wrapped up tight. Make sure my net's strapped to my bag.
Okay. I thought you said nuts.
Net.
Yeah. Said nuts. Both sacks are intact. We're good. All right. Check in, check.
All right.
All
So
right.
onward and outward, and or are we going upward or downward? Whatever word, Lylesh.
Yes.
We are going this way. And
That word. Fair enough. All right.
I'm gonna lead you guys out of the city. I don't know,
Okay.
Sean, what's the best way to go? Is it back through the main gate, or is it
The
Through back to
shortest
town.
route would be to head west and then south. Yeah, just follow the trail down.
okay?
My favorite part, trying to move my token through this city. Here we go. Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
While we're walking, Lylesh would just kind of say to everybody, I just want to once again thank you all for helping me. I know that I haven't made things easy on you, but I truly am sorry if I misled you in any way. It was not my intention. The people that I'm dealing with, they expect a certain amount of secrecy from me, and sharing those secrets with people that they don't find worthy will put not only them in danger, but myself and my husband. And anything that I did was not out of mistrust. I trust you all very much, and after what you've done for me, I can never repay that, but I really am sorry for everything.
Your husband is on the edge of life and death, Lylesh, but it seems like you've dug yourself a little bit of a grave here as well. Hopefully we can make it a little more shallow for you.
Well said.
Certainly understandable in your predicament. I have no hard feelings against you.
Well, let's get this business done.
All right. So you exit the city, and as you're going through the forest, it is extremely dense, and over time, as you're traveling along, the trees are getting smaller and smaller, back to the normal tree size, and eventually they start to clear out to where it's just small brush scattered along the ground, and eventually you come to this stream, and Lylesh points out that this stream is the kind of what we'll be following until we get to the falls, and we shall grab you to the next map.
Can I check to see if we're being followed?
Sure. You want to do a perception check?
Lylesh, do you know why the things grow as they do in Brandeleck? They seem so much bigger the closer you get to the city.
I don't know what the science behind it is. I know that the story goes that the goddesses smiled upon the tinkering hands of those who built Brandeleck and saw it fit to make their world a little bit larger than life, so to speak.
And you do recall Puck speaking of this many times, but you might not recall the exact story, but he could probably answer that question once you guys get back.
Yeah, I do have a friend in town who knows the history very well, Puck. He's usually hanging around his same old tree, doing his same old thing. So, if you really would like to know, we can stop by once we make it back to town and things have kind of calmed down a little bit.
It sounds like somebody Rin would like to talk to you.
Oh, I'd love to talk with more people, certainly. I'm still also curious about the mayor. I think it'd be intriguing to learn a bit more about his role in all this.
I think that'll end in a different conversation.
What could possibly go wrong? It's fine. It's only Dungeons and Dragons.
It hurts to talk to someone first sometimes.
I guess it's a good thing his cloak is already red. We won't ruin it too badly.
That's green today.
No, the mayor.
Oh, I thought you meant because he's gonna cover in blood. All right, so you have been following the stream, and it kind of branches out here in front of you a little bit. It is much shallower at this point, and feel free to journey on as you wish.
I'm gonna assume we weren't followed.
Oh yeah, you did the perception check. 21. Actually, it doesn't matter if you got 21, but I was going to give you advantage since you have the war sense stuff. But yeah, you don't have any sense of anyone following you, actually. Anyone in particular that you're suspicious of?
Kind of since we, since I shot my mouth off to the mayor last night, he knows that we're here now. Might think that if this is some sort of shady organization, they might be interested in what we're doing.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't notice any signs of anyone following.
Lylesh, are you familiar with this area? Is it safe?
I've never had any sort of problem walking through here before, no.
Does any wild beasts tend to live here?
No, it's actually usually fairly quiet. The main thing you need to watch out for is sometimes the rocks can get a little bit slippery. But as long as you watch your step and have firm footing, I don't think we'll have an issue.
Alright.
I'd probably stay ahead with maybe 20 or 30 feet between me and Kurtz. Just kind of covering as much ground as we could in front of us.
Okay.
While people kind of while Lylesh kind of directs us to where we should be going.
Okay, he's eating morning honeycomb.
I'm just making sure none of the bugs get on it while I'm eating my to-go breakfast here, and I have a little cup of coffee here and my my kawa.
The kawa, yeah.
As we kind of pass over the river and we come across this little cobble area, is there anything interesting about it?
Yeah, so there are 3 torches here, and for a while there hasn't been any torches. So this little area is lit up, and you see some ruins of walls that used to exist, but there's hardly anything there. They're all rubble. You do notice a chest in the back corner of those walls.
Finley, don't touch that.
Well, it's morning as well, right?
I'm gonna go touch it.
Yeah, the sun has come up. It's still very early morning though.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
And the torches are lit with fire?
No, with water.
Well, I mean, is it arcane? Basically?
That's dope as fuck. Water fire, man.
All the
Is
dew
it
has
crystals
accumulated.
that are glowing with a light spell.
No, they're just standard torches. Sorry to disappoint you.
Does it look like someone camped out here, or is this some sort of weird perimeter that's been set up?
Lylesh, you've been here before,
I'm sure.
haven't you? What is this place?
Oh, yes, actually, I guess, I noticed, Rim, you are familiar with magical spells and such. I assume you've heard of the Revenant. This was actually an old testing ground for one of the tests that the Revenant often have to go through, and I don't know if it's in use anymore. If it is, they really need to come and clean it up a bit. But yeah, I've never really been able to figure it out. I've tinkered with it a little bit, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. I know that this structure used to be something, but I mean, the answer to the riddle has been lost to time, at least to me.
That's certainly, I have expertise in this field. Let me see. What do I recall from it, DM?
As far as which part?
Because Rin for the trials,
Mhm.
that and all that,
Mhm.
and the surrounding. Does it look familiar? Can you recognize what this might have once been, or how it would have worked here?
So, because you guys haven't checked anything in the area specifically yet, passively you hadn't noticed anything, but you do recall through your studies that the Revenant does have many locations throughout the continent where they would bring their wizard trainees to learn about the different schools of magic and practice different spells, and they would break out their books and they would do field tactics and stuff like that.
I suppose it warrants a little more study. I need to get a good layout. Would you all mind taking a quick look around, see if you find anything?
Did anybody actually go up to the chest and look at it?
Nope.
He said he was going to touch
Looking
it.
at it from a distance.
Okay, yeah, who's ever, I mean, I don't
I'll
think
go
you
up
guys-
and touch it. I don't give two shits or a fuck. I'll go right up to it. Here we go.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Walk right up to the thing. Fuck it. Just everyone watch my back. Perception?
Yeah.
Wait.
He
That's
gets
the
to
one.
reroll.
I can reroll once because I'm a motherfucking halfling. Hold on.
Please roll another one.
Not much better. 10. Hit the box.
Yeah, it's a little better. Alright,
It is
so,
much better, technically.
so you see the wooden box that's in the corner of the stone walls. On the lid, there's a small tray of sand, and above the sand is an engraving.
Can I read the engraving?
Absolutely. It says
What
slowly leaving since the moment of birth, following till death, chased but never caught. Some cherish, others regret. I am taken for granted. Believe every man wishing for my return.
Can you post that in Skype?
Yeah. Spat upon, disregarded by those who have lost me, richer than diamonds, but I can buy no bread.
All right, so this thing above the so there's a tray full of sand here, right?
What's the inscription written in?
Common.
It's written in common, just regular common, but it says something about you need this to live. That's all I really got. Hold on, and I'll read it back to them one more time the actual way as you put it in Skype.
Okay, I put it in Skype. It's slowly leaving since the moment of birth, following till death. Chased but never caught. Some cherish, others regret. I am taken for granted, believe every man wishing for my return. Spat upon, disregarded by those who have lost me. Richer than diamonds, but I can buy no bread.
The only thing that sounds familiar to me, Finley, is a memory, but I don't necessarily know.
Youth, maybe?
Perhaps.
Well, if there's any sort of hint, there's a tray full of sand here. So just twiddle that around in your noggins for a little bit, and maybe that might help.
Give me
Time.
give me a.
I'm thinking more like time, right? Maybe time, sand, hourglasses. Maybe.
Give me a history check, Lylesh.
Time would make some sense, Finley. I would believe that as well.
Did we say that at the same time, Rin? Did we say time at the same time? That's incredible. It's like we're here, we're there.
So, you have a little bit of experience with these, not this particular one, but you have seen one of these sand tray boxes before.
Okay.
It's a litter box.
My my dad brought one of these back for me once whenever I was really little, and he went away and he came back and it was this little box that had a sort of riddle on it, and you had to write the correct answer in the sand with your finger. And if it's incorrect, then the box won't open. But if it is correct, then the box will.
Is that the only thing that happens if it's incorrect?
At least the one that I had. I can't speak for this one, but
Your father didn't give you like death trap sandbox toys to play with, like if you got the wrong answer, like cut your finger off or nothing. Just
It's a mimic. No, I was kidding.
no. Though he was hardly around, my father was a good man.
It could be a mimic. Everything is mimics.
All right, fair enough. Well, I mean, do you want me to write time in the sand here? I mean, that's kind of.
I'll grab Finley on the shoulder and like, maybe if this is more of the angry wizard box, someone who can take a hit.
Oh, do you want to do it? Yeah, no, you're probably right. That's and I'm gonna step away from the box, and I will let Kurt.
Rin's just gonna watch for a second, recalling that he has a mage hand, but he's just gonna enjoy this.
Kurtz will kind of come up and with his right hand, since he's left-handed, will write.